Hello friends, my name is Rena from Rena Studio and this is Beading by Chance. This episode we will be using DnD dice to determine a pair of earrings. Let's get started. The 8 colors that we will be rolling for the Pelon. 8. Blue. I have one of the 3 sets of cabochons that we will be choosing from with the dice. I believe it's a D20 that we will be using for this one. There's the hearts, and then here is the 3 resin, and then the 7 gem teardrops. So those are all of what we will be picking from for the cabs. That is a 16. Here, just to prove it. Here's where it landed. And it's a 16. Pop back in and say that the 16 equals the pink and green teardrops. Equals the pink and green teardrops, which I have circled there. Okay. So that is the type of cabochon. We'll be going with the little teardrops. That is a 0. I don't think I had 0 as a chance on there. I didn't even look at that dice. 0. Well, it's not a 10. It's not a 10, it's a 0. So would that be the first choice? I think so. Okay, I'll figure it out. Yeah. So, hematite. Second D20, which is for the secondary beads. There's 18 choices, with 2 being possible for a reroll. So here we go. That is a 9. 9 is blue. For the rhinestones, we will be using a 6-sided dice. We will be rolling twice. So let's go ahead and do that. So 6-sided dice for the rhinestones. Here we go. That is a 2. So we have 2, which is clear. And then we will re-roll for the second time, for the second roll of banding. 2 and 5. Okay, so 2 and 5, which are clear and green gunmetal. So that's gonna be what we have for the rhinestone banding. So that's a 2. So we have, for 2, we have for the thread, clear thread. This guy. This is the clear thread. Okay. Okay. I'll touch the glass, but a 3. So that means that we are going with the gold shepherd hooks for this. So fabric, which is the first choice, red goatless leather, which is 2, black full leather, which is 3, and then black suede, 4, jean, 5, and then pink fabric as 6. So let's go ahead and roll. So this is the 6-sided dice. Okay. So it's a 6, so it's going to be pink backing. Not sure if I like that. So I don't like the pink backing for the 6-sided dice that we just rolled. I'm going to try for another one. I know that I shouldn't re-roll for this. It's supposed to be by chance, but pink is... I like pink. Pink is a nice color. For what this is, I don't know if it's going to be a good one. So I'm going to try and roll for something different. I don't know what to do here. I don't know. So I'm just going to roll. So it's a 5, which is Jean. Jean is right here. I would prefer the Jean, but I don't know. I know I'm not supposed to re-roll for this. But I don't know, maybe the pink might work. So we'll see. Okay. Second last 6-sided dice. It's going to be 1 to 6 for the edging. So yeah, let's see what we get. So we got a 5. 5. Which means we got, for the edging, what does that mean? The secondary color. Which means our secondary color is blue? Yeah, our secondary color is blue. So it's going to be the secondary color, which is blue. Okay. It's going to be for either a fringe piece or not. So, yeah, I think 1, 2, 5, 1, 3, and 5, I believe is the fringe, and then the no fringe is the 2, 4, and 6. So, here we go. So we got 6, which means no fringe. No fringe, right? Yeah. No hanging piece. And the fringe was 1, 3, and 5. No little loop or anything like that, just the beadwork. Next, I will put everything together and we can see what it's going to maybe look like. So yeah, wish me luck. This is what we will be working with. That's a flatter piece. That's much nicer. Okay. I was worried for a second. So I can't listen to music while I'm filming. So all I have is this lovely guy chirping his face off. Just wanted to, because if I look like I'm like yelling at someone, it's him. So just wanted to share. It's spring where I am, so all the birds are very happy that it's warming up and, well, sort of warming up, yeah. So they're all very active. Not that they weren't active before, it was just they were a little bit more huddled up during the winter. See it, but there's kind of like a purpley pink in the gemstone, so it might actually be really nice with the pink as a backing. I'm hoping so. I mean, I was worried before because the blue and the pink I felt maybe might clash, but the way that this is going, it's actually quite nice. I will switch to these because I'll probably get a better cut. The leather scissors are obviously for leather, they're not for fabric. I don't know, I've never really backed into fabric before, so I'm kind of hesitant to be doing this, but I mean, you gotta try stuff, right? That's what this whole thing is about. I don't know. It's a little bit of a mishmash of things. I got these blue beads along with the rectangular packs. These guys from a really good friend of mine. She gave me a couple of the packs of different colors, so there's a mix of resin and glass and metal beads in here. But I love them. They're so cool. Don't always get the chance to use them, so I'm always happy to do that. One trick I like to do is with the rhinestones. I'll put them on the end, the edge of the piece, and then I can use those each square as a basis of where to put my edging. So that's something that I like to do. And then we have one finished earring. So hey friends, so I finished the pair of the DnD earrings. That's how they turned out. They turned out beautiful. Yeah, oh my gosh. I was so worried about this set when I saw it all laid out. But honestly, I think that it turned out really well considering everything. Yeah, so I hope you guys had an amazing time beading with me. I hope you enjoyed working with D&D dice or RPG dice to bead as I try to make more beautiful things. So yeah, thank you for watching and stay tuned. Bye!